not bringing anyone to the party next month. That nice Harvey Frankel turned out to be a creep, just like the rest of them. I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize for my husband dying and for not giving you any grandchildren. But if that's what you're holding out for, all I can say is I'm getting a little long in the tooth. No, I don't want Paula to set me up with her dentist. I am perfectly capable of meeting men on my own. I don't need my little sister to fix me up. Oh, and besides, I've heard stories about Dr. Campbell. He's another pretentious jerk with a midlife crisis who left his wife and kids to buy a Porsche convertible, an electric guitar, and a hairpiece. You're right, Mom. Nobody's perfect. Yes, my neck is still bothering me a little. Stress, probably. Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother. Mom, the only pain in my neck right now is on the phone with me. I have to go. I have another call coming in. We'll talk about this later. When later? Well, since you moved in with me, I'd venture to guess soon. Bye, Mom. Hello, Dr. Monahan. Oh, hi, Ruth. How are things at the employment agency? You have someone? Oh, great. What's his name? Tony Rumson. Okay. And does he have any acting experience? Bartender, huh? Close enough. Could you send him over around 1:30? Yeah, I hope he works out better than the last guy, too. Bye, Ruth. Come in.
Hi, I got a delivery for C. Monahan. Would that be you?
Yeah, it would, but where's Sarah? She normally delivers my packages.
She's away for a few weeks with the Army Reserves. I'm filling in. Name's Bob. Nice office you got here. Did it come with the apartment or did you design it yourself?
Pretty inquisitive, aren't you? Well, if you must know, what did you say your name was again?
Bob Crowley.
This was my den. I converted it into an office.
You're a doctor, right?
Psychologist. How'd you guess?
Says right here on the package, C. Monahan, Ph.D.
Very good. Most men aren't that observant.
I noticed a lot of things.
Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, Bob, but I have to interview a new patient too any minute, so if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah.
Bob, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, of course. Where are my manners? Pleasure to meet you.
I meant the package, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Something you've been expecting?
Yeah, but this isn't it. I was expecting a book.
Oh, new research book. Let me guess. Women are from heaven, men are from hell. The new way to cope with relationships in the millennium.
Men are from hell?
Yeah, that's a hot title, huh? Get it? A hot title?
You really crack yourself up, don't you?
Don't mind me. My ex-wife always said I was missing a frontal lobe.
Really? Why was that?
I guess it's because I usually say whatever comes to mind without thinking about it first. You see, the frontal lobe controls your ability to disseminate information.
I'm familiar with the function of the frontal lobe. I'm a doctor, remember?
Yeah, right.
So, you were married. That thought kind of frightens me.
Must have frightened my ex-wife too. The wedding reception lasted longer than the marriage.
Why am I not surprised?
So, what book was it you were waiting for anyway? Oh, I'm sorry, it's none of my business. Frontal lobe again.
Actually, I'm waiting for the final draft of a book I wrote.
You wrote it? Impressive. What's it about?
Guess.
Relationships?
Oh, very good.
So, what's the title?
Well, I was gonna call it Men Are Dogs. But then, that wouldn't be fair to the dogs, would it?
That's a joke, right?
What do you think?
I think you don't seem very impartial for a relationship therapist. If I were in your position, I
Well,
think
you're not. I think I'm a little bit more qualified on the subject than you are.
You're right. I'm only a delivery man with an ex-wife and a few kids. What would I know about relationships?
Now you've got the picture, Bob.
Only, it seems to me the ancient Indian tribes had it right.
How do you mean?
Some American Indian tribes used to segregate the men and women. The men would live together up in the hills while the women stayed below in the valley. The men would come down from the hills once in a while to procreate, while the women stayed in the valley and took care of the children. Great system, huh? Eliminates all the idle chatter. You know, the warrior comes home from being out on the plain and the squaw asks how his day was. He says, we skinned a few buffalo, massacred some settlers, the usual routine. What's for dinner?
How politically incorrect of you. But tell me, how did you learn so much about Native American culture?
I watch a lot of Jeopardy.
Oh, is that so?
Looks like your new patient is here. Back to work for me. I'll probably see you tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hi, I'm Alison Taylor. Hope I didn't interrupt. I'm here for the 1 o'clock appointment.
She's right there.
Oh. Hi, I'm Alison Taylor. I'm your 1 o'clock.
So I heard.
Is that guy at 12 o'clock?
No, but he probably should be. Please, have a seat. Okay. Yeah, so you told me you were a hairdresser. Is that correct, Alison?
That's right, Hair Apparent. That's the name of my salon. I run it with my 2 sisters.
Hair apparent. That's a great play on words. Did you think of the name?
No, my sister Annette did, but what play on words are you referring to?
Play on words. You know, double entendre.
I don't get it.
It's not important. So, Alison, what is it that's bothering you? Oh, no, wait, let me guess. Your boyfriend.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, after 10 plus years of relationship training, you kind of sense it. What's his name?
Brian.
And how long you been seeing him?
About 6 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days.
Not counting the hours?
Huh?
So, Alison, what's the problem? Oh, no, wait, let me guess. The first 3 months were terrific. And then you started noticing the signs, right?
Actually, I started noticing signs after 2 weeks.
Really? Oh, how long had you dated him before you slept with him?
2
2
weeks?
weeks. Okay, so you've been dating him 6 months, and what happens?
Well, the first it was little things. Like, he used to buy me presents when he came over. Like, one time, he dragged me into this lingerie shop and bought me the cutest neck ledgie.
Neck ledgie?
Huh?
A new designer label?
What now? It's a style of
Oh, you mean negligee.
underwear. Oh, is that how you pronounce it? Well, anyway, we used to spend all weekend in my apartment and hardly going out because we were so busy having, well, you get the picture. And now
He doesn't bring you presents?
he brings over a 6-pack of beer, a microwave popcorn, and doesn't even spend the night.
Is that so?
But the topper was last month. Do you know what he pulled last month?
Why don't you tell me?
Well, we had a big date planned for a Friday night, and the day before, he breaks it because him and his frat bros rented a house down the Jersey Shore, and he's spending the weekend with them. That started a huge argument, and I stopped talking to him.
Go on.
Well, that Friday afternoon, he calls me, and he's as sweet as can be. He's already down the shore, tells me that he misses me, and asks if I would go down to the shore and join him for dinner. So I swing by his... Oh, he also asked me to run by his apartment and pick up a few things that he forgot to bring. So I swing by his apartment, pick up his wallet and some clothes, and drive 2 hours to the Jersey Shore. After getting a flat tire, I finally make it down.
And what happened when you got there?
Well, I walk into the restaurant, and he's sitting at a table with his buddies Totally trashed.
How could you tell?
He was asleep at the table. His head was face down in a platter of lobster fra diablo. When I called his name and he lifted his head, there was a piece of lobster claw hanging out of his nose.
My.
So he looks at me and says,
What the hell are you doing here?
and I said, duh, you invited me, remember? And he says,
Can't you see I'm here with my friends? Get lost!
so I threw the salt shaker at him, tossed his stuff on the floor, and walked out.
Here.
Why did they do this to me, Doctor? First before Brian, there was Brad. Oh boy, was he gorgeous. He swept me off my feet and we really bonded.
And how long did you date him for?
Just the one night. It was a blind date. We had dinner and went dancing and back to my place, and everything was so romantic.
What happened?
Well, he stays over my place, and in the morning I offer him some coffee. He looks in my fridge and says, we're out of milk, so can I run and get some?
And?
And that's the last time I ever saw him.
Wow.
And the funny part was that there was actually a container of cream sitting right on the top shelf of my refrigerator. I guess milk was easier on his stomach.
Come now, Alison. Don't tell me you're trying to defend his actions. What did you say his name was again?
Brad. Dated him after Barry. Before him, there was Ben, Bud.
Bud, Ben, Barry, Brad, Brian. Alison, aren't you noticing a pattern here?
Yeah, all men are jerks.
That's not what I'm referring to, Alison. All the guys you've dated have names that start with the letter B.
Hey, you're right. Wow, you're really good.
Just out of curiosity, what's your father's name?
See where you're going with this, Doctor, and you're way off base. My father's name is William.
And what does your mother call him?
Bill.
I see.
So, what do you think I should do about him, Doctor?
Who? Barry, Brad, or Bill?
Right, and I'm talking about Brian. Bill's my father, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, well, how long has it been since you last saw him? Oh, let's see, the restaurant was over a month ago.
Oh, we didn't break up after that. He apologized to me when we woke up the next morning.
You slept with him the same night he humiliated you like that?
Well, yeah. Felt kind of guilty after leaving him at the restaurant, and he did look kind of cute with that lobster claw hanging out of his nose. So I talked things over with my father a little later.
Ooh. You spoke to your father, Bill, yeah, your father about your relationship with your boyfriend?
You don't think I should have? I mean, where else would I go for a man's point of view? I don't have any brothers, and hey, girl's dad will never steer her wrong.
Allison, as a therapist, I can safely say it's not healthy going to your parents about every little problem that you're having. Don't you think there comes a time when you have to cut the apron strings?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were with someone. I'm Dr. Monaghan's mother. I live here with her. Just wondering if you were hungry, but we can talk later.
Sorry about that interruption, Alison. Right. Where were we?
Cutting the apron strings.
Oh, yes. Well, I think it might be helpful if you join my weekly support group. Yeah. It's for women who basically discuss the same issues that you're having.
Oh, you mean their rotten relationships?
Exactly. We meet tomorrow night at 7. Would you like to join us?
Sure. I mean, I don't have anything else to do. I mean, I was going to color Mrs. Edelson's hair, but my sister Audrey can always fill in. Those gray roots can wait another day.
Your sister's name's Audrey?
Uh-huh.
And your other sister's name?
Annette.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. But does your mother's name also start with an A?
Hey, you must be a clairvoyant. Her name is Amanda.
You don't say.
But everyone calls her Betty.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Well, Betty's her middle name. Her full name is Amanda Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, like the movie star.
Movie star?
Never mind, Alison. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7.
Right. Tomorrow at 7. Goodbye, Doctor.
Oh, bye. Father fixation. Ooh, father fixation. This one. Father fixation. Later. Come in.
Hi, the employment agency sent me over. I'm Tony.
Yes, Mr. Rumson, I've been expecting you. Please, have a seat.
Thanks, I will.
Did you bring a resume?
Yes, I did.
May I see it?
Ah, of course. Sorry, Doc.
Thanks. Right, let's see. Are you married, Mr. Rumson?
Divorced, Doc.
Oh, I see. Commitment phobic.
Yeah, the agency told me you were a psychologist.
That's correct, I am.
Now that's interesting.
No, you appear to be an excellent physical specimen.
Yeah, I do.
Do you work out?
Little when I get the chance. Why'd you ask?
Now, I see you're a part-time bartender. You must meet plenty of single women doing that.
Yes, I do, and some of them ain't even single.
Such braggadocio.
You can notice it from over there, huh? I mean, all things being equal, I think I do pretty well with the ladies.
And modest, too. You must sweep those women off their feet.
Hey, never get too many complaints.
I bet you don't. Now, Mr. Rumson, tell me, are you the athletic type?
Hey, please, it's Tony. Call me Tony.
Oh, thanks, I will. And you may call me Dr. Monahan.
Yeah, sure thing, Doc.
Now, Tony, did you play any sports in school?
Football and wrestling in community college. I think I played a bit of. Oh, sorry. I think I did a little boxing as well in high school.
Okay. It's fine. Let me see. Yeah, strong jaw. Excellent.
Say, just what kind of position you hiring for anyway, Doc?
I'm looking for someone to help me with a support group I run.
Oh well, I hardly think I qualify to help with something like.
Oh, you're being too modest, Tony. If such a thing is possible. Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Sure thing, Doc.
Now, did the employment agency inform you that I pay my people 3 times the going rate?
Yes, it did, as a matter of fact. That's why I jumped at the opportunity. I think they said there was an immediate opening.
That there is. Do you have any acting experience, Tony?
Little. Is that important?
Well, the position does require you to interact with other people.
You mean like an improv thing?
Oh yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
You know, I think I'd like that. I once played Casanova in the high school production.
Really? Such untapped talent. Now, Tony, do you mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Like you haven't already? Sure. Ask away.
Tell me about your divorce.
My divorce? Gee, Doc, is that really necessary? I mean, I know you're a shrink and all, and I'm sat here.
If you're not interested in the position, Mr. Rumson, I can just have the agency send over another candidate.
All right. For the money you're paying, I'll answer whatever question you want. Let's see. My divorce. Well, I guess it was just your typical story, Doc.
How long were you married?
10 years. No, wait. 11.
You're not certain how long you were married?
Guess that's why I'm divorced, Doc.
Continue. So you've been married 11 years, and what happens? You started to feel unfulfilled, unappreciated, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I felt like we needed a little bit more space. You know what I mean?
After all, it would have been healthier for the relationship.
That's it, exactly.
Never mind the fact that your ex-wife probably worked like an animal to support you, whilst you went to bartending school or took acting lessons or learned a skydive or something. After all, what man wants to be held back by a loving, supportive wife when he has so much to offer the world? No wonder she left you.
Gee, does that make me a bad person, Doc?
What do you think?
I think if I want abuse like this, I'll go back to my ex-wife.
Oh, no. I apologize, Tony. No, I think you're just the person I've been looking for. Can you start tomorrow evening?
Hey, I'm seriously considering it, Doc.
Excellent. Now, the group meets at 7, but we won't get to your part till about 7:30.
And what was my part again?
I thought I explained it to you, Mr. Rumson. I just need you to interact with my support group, like role play.
Yeah, but what kind of support group is it exactly?
It's a divorced and single women's support group, Tony.
Divorced and single? And I'm the only guy?
That's right.
I think I'm gonna like that, Doc.
I thought you would. So I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 then.
Of course, thank you, Doctor. And Tony, step backwards. It's why not. Sayonara, Doc.
Hello, Cecelia. Is the coast clear?
Yes, Mother. And how many times have I had to remind you not to interrupt me, especially during office hours?
What's the matter? You don't take a lunch break anymore? Here, try this dip. It's a new recipe.
Oh, no thanks, Mother. I'm watching my weight.
For whom? You never go out.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I'm not a social butterfly like you, Mother. But my work takes priority. Besides, I've been out of circulation for so long, I wouldn't know where to look.
Oh, there are plenty of places. How about taking a cooking class?
Oh, really? A cooking class to meet men?
Well, I'm taking one. How do you think I got the dip recipe? And, as a matter of fact, I met a pretty nice fella in class. Maybe I'll invite him over tonight, and we'll prepare dinner for that support group of yours. I'm thinking beef bourguignon. Don't you keep a bottle of sherry in here?
That recipe calls for burgundy.
It's not for the sauce.
Mother, I agreed to let you move in with me after your last marriage broke up. Only after you promised you would let me have my own space and not invade my privacy, especially during office hours.
Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't mean to interrupt the Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh, they're women who need relationship counseling, Mother. They're not lonely hearts.
Counseling? In my day, we didn't have counseling to deal with men. We just took a Valium and hoped for the best.
They need someone to talk to about their relationship problems.
Why can't they just figure it out for themselves like I do?
Sure, because you're great at relationships. You've been divorced 3 times.
Oh, you can't count the last one.
Why not?
I only married him for the medical benefits.
Oh, very funny.
You know what your problem is, Cecelia?
Yeah, I'm looking right at her.
Your problem is you expect too much from a relationship.
And you're the authority?
And you give men too much credit for knowing what they want.
And don't you know what they want, Mom?
Sure, they want to fool around at first. So do women.
Really? What do they want when the thrill is gone then? Companionship?
You got me.
Aha! Dr. Rose is stumped.
Well, you're not going to figure it out sitting behind that desk listening to sob stories. Why don't you go on a date, for God's sake? Did you call that dentist yet?
No, I didn't.
Well, when are you going to call him?
When I need a root canal.
You know, your sister said she heard he had big feet.
What?
You know, big feet.
First of all, that is an old wives' tale. And I could care less how big his foot is.
I just hate to see you so lonely and miserable, honey.
Why? You're by yourself at the moment and you don't seem to mind it.
Me? I'm old. I don't need the aggravation.
That's exactly how I feel.
But you're not old. You can still enjoy, relations.
The word is sex, Mother.
Yeah, sex.
Why are you smiling?
Just reminiscing.
Besides, there are other ways a woman can be fulfilled without having a man around.
Oh, that's disgusting. You're talking about that autoexotica, aren't you?
The term is autoerotica, Mother, and no, that's not what I'm referring to. Although there's certainly nothing wrong with it. Don't tell me you never tried it.
In my day, we never did such a thing. We played tennis, ran around the block, did the dishes. We subjugated.
The word is sublimated.
You weren't married to your father. We subjugated.
And as you said, exercise can be a capable substitute for sex.
What's the matter?
My neck's still a little stiff, I guess.
Come, sit here. Let me help. And I say, running a marathon is no substitution for a good roll in the hay.
Mom, an endorphin rush is an endorphin rush.
A what rush?
Endorphin, you know, feeling of euphoria.
Well, I still say it's not the same as, you know,
Having an orgasm, Mother.
not at the moment.
I wasn't asking if you were having one now. I was referring to the concept.
Of what?
An orgasm. Orgasm! Orgasm!
It's a bad time.
Oh! Hi, Mr. Crowley. I was just having an orgasm, but no, I was having a conversation with my mother. Mr. Crowley's our new delivery man.
Really? Do you drive one of those brown trucks? Do you have a girlfriend? Answer the second question first.
No, I don't have a girlfriend. And I don't drive one of those brown trucks.
No girlfriend. Why no girlfriend?
Mother, look, you're really invading Mr. Crowley's privacy.
It's okay, Dr. Monahan. I don't mind. I guess I'm just too busy for a girlfriend.
Oh. You don't have a boyfriend, do you?
Mother! Did you want to give me something, Bob?
Well, but I hardly know you. Maybe have a few drinks, some dinner, perhaps.
I was talking about the package.
So was he.
I think this might be the book you're waiting for. I noticed it behind a shelf in the back of the truck, and I knew you were looking forward to
So
reading
you made
it.
a special trip back just to deliver it? Wasn't that thoughtful?
It's all part of the service, Dr. Monahan.
Oh, please, call her Cecelia.
Mom?
You know, I think it's a shame. Two nice single people like yourselves can't find other nice people to spend time with. I've been trying to encourage Cecelia to call this nice single dentist we know with big feet.
Mother!
I think it's time for me to leave.
No, stay.
Yes, stay, Bob. You and my mother can have a nice, eccentric conversation whilst I take my manuscript upstairs, run a nice hot bath, and go over my notes alone and read it in peace.
Don't mind her, Bob. She's just a little high-strung, just like her father, the bum.
I see.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It's just after what he did to us.
Broken home, huh?
He ran out on me when Cecelia and her sister were still babies.
That must have been tough.
Well, I had to go back to work. And this is in the days before daycare. My mother had to watch the girls until they were old enough for school.
Well, did he at least give you financial support?
Oh, when he could. He used to drop by once in a while after a gig to see the girls.
Oh, musician, huh?
More like a gypsy. But at least he was in the union, so we did get some benefits. You know, medical, dental.
Yeah, a union usually has a good family plan.
We were on the dysfunctional family plan. But enough about the past. We should just think about today, right?
Sounds like good philosophy to me. Carpe diem.
Oh, you speak French. How nice.
Actually, it's Latin. Carpe diem. It means seize the day, Mrs. Monahan.
Oh, please, call me Rose.
Okay, Rose.
So, tell me, Bobby, do you go for older women?
Not really, Rose. But if I did.
Oh, too bad. So, tell me, what do you think of Cecelia?
You want an honest answer, Rose?
Nah, just lie and flatter me.
Well, in that case, I think she's pretty hot stuff. Just like her mother.
Really?
Really?
So then why didn't you ask her out?
Oh, I hardly think I'm her type.
Nonsense. I know Cecelia. I know what she likes.
Really? So you're gonna tell me?
I'm not sure I should.
Why not?
I'm not sure about you yet. Cecelia may seem like she has things together, but she has a fragile side. She's been hurt before.
We've all been hurt before, Rose. It's a part of life.
I guess you're right. Well, you just keep on delivering her things she likes, and maybe she'll warm up to you, if you get my meaning.
I'm not sure that I do.
Women like to be surprised, Bob. That's what I mean.
Oh, I'll bear that in mind. Well, I think it's time for me to be getting back to my route. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Oh, and remember, carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
So, we're curled up on the couch in his apartment, watching a DVD of Gone with the Wind. It's our third date. Red is just about to carry Scarlet up that great staircase for a little action. When suddenly George turns and plants the longest, most sensual kiss square on my face and says, I know we've only known each other a short time, But there's something I'd like you to see. I have it here in my desk drawer.
Oh,
I think you're gonna like it.
wow, how exciting. What was it, a card? A box of candies?
Nope.
Oh, a gold bracelet?
A manuscript!
Another manuscript?
Third one this year.
I thought you stopped telling your dates you're a literary agent.
Somehow they find out. Do you know how that feels? It's like me trying to date one of the Steinbrenners because I want to play third base for the Yankees.
You think it's any better where I work? I'm a nurse. Every guy I date wants a sponge bath and a scrotal exam.
Oh.
At least if the manuscript you get is any good, you could get a new client out of it.
At least you get to have them by the balls.
Have you ever tried one of these? It's the latest book by that women's relationship therapist, Dolores Knight Robinson.
I've read all of them. I'm her agent.
Oh.
What women think, what men think, what men think women think.
What men think women think men think.
That was a good one.
I hope it works for someone because these self-help books have never done me any good.
No, we could read every self-help book in print and we'd still wind up in therapy.
Hi, I'm Alison Taylor. I'm here for the support group.
Hi, I'm Jane Rudolph, and this is Madeline Weinberg.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, how's Dr. Monahan?
Oh, I think she'll be down in a minute. She's just got a little domestic issue.
So, is this the whole group, just the three of us?
Oh my, no. Loretta will be here any minute. She works across town for a slave driver who keeps her chained to her desk from 9 till 5:30 every day. And then she's got to rush across town to get here.
She told me she has to eat lunch at her desk, ask permission to go to the bathroom, and sneak outside for a cigarette.
Oh, gosh, what's her occupation?
Assistant to a stress therapist.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Traffic is a bitch.
Loretta Morris, Alison Taylor.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, right. Do you know what that bastard did to me today?
Ooh, the slave driver?
Oh, we told her about your boss.
Oh, no, not that bastard. That bastard.
She's talking about Frank, her boyfriend. He is still your boyfriend, right?
Oh, who knows? I can't get a straight answer out of him, much less a commitment.
What did I tell you about dating cops? In the 5 years I've known her, she's dated 3 cops.
Yeah, why can't you give a fireman a chance?
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're much more reliable. They know how to cook, because they learn at the firehouse, and you know where they are half the time.
No, I don't know. It doesn't really feel the same. Cops are so forceful, so... Oh, I don't know.
Dangerous?
Yeah, why? Did you ever date a cop?
No, but my sister's married to one.
Really? Maybe Frank knows him. What's his name?
Brett Baxter. You see, my sister and I used to double date a lot when we opened the beauty salon.
No kidding. Unisex?
No, we just dated men, but whatever floats your boat.
What's the name of your shop?
Hair apparent.
Hair apparent. Hair apparent? I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Well, I know what I get. A big pain in the neck from that big fathead cop I'm allegedly dating. Oh, he goes down to Atlantic City with his buddies for the weekend and then comes back and has the nerve to ask me if he can borrow for the rent. Oh, like I made of money or something. Oh, I'm living paycheck to paycheck as it is. Oh, he really pisses me off. Oh, I think I need a smoke.
Well, you see, there's your problem.
What do you mean?
Cigarettes?
Hey, I don't think I need a lecture from you, honey. My cardiologist is doing just fine.
I'm not even referring to your health, which is a big concern. I'm referring to your lack of money problem.
I'm not following you.
Well, how many packs a day do you smoke?
Oh, not much. Maybe a half.
Maybe 2.5.
Well, let's say it's a pack and a half. So, what, that's $10.50 a pack, and times by inflation, that's how many packs?
$6,022.50. You're not the first one who's told me.
You spend close to $6,000 on cigarettes?
Oh, don't even get her started on the 3 cups of Starbucks coffee she drinks a day.
Well, there you go. How much for a latte? 3, 4 bucks a cup? So what, that's $3.50?
Oh, all right. I get the point. Are we here to discuss my net worth or bash men?
No, Mother, I cannot help you saute the couscous. The almonds will have to wait. I have my own nuts. Patience waiting.
Sorry I'm late, ladies. Oh,
I see you've met our new member, Alison.
Yes, they have. I really think I'm bonding with the group.
Like crazy glue.
I have some really good news, people. With the remainder of tonight's session, we're going to resume the role-playing therapy.
You mean you found someone?
That's what I'm saying. He should be here shortly, but first, did anyone give any thought to our assignment from last week? Oh, no one? Oh, I'm sorry, Alison, you're new. Our assignment last week was to come up with a catchphrase or a form of words to help us when we're struggling to cope with our relationships. And I'm not talking about your standard cliches like, oh, you can do so much better, or oh, he doesn't deserve you. No. No, I'm talking about something much more empowering. Come on, ladies. Someone must have come up with something.
Oh, when I was a cheerleader in high school.
Oh, you were a cheerleader? There's a surprise.
Loretta.
Well, anyway, when one of us would break up with a guy, we would sing a little song to cheer us up.
Oh, a little ditty.
No, a little song.
Yeah. What's it called?
Men are dogs.
Oh, I wanted to call my book that.
What a coincidence. Or is it a play on words?
Well, why don't you let us hear it?
Okay, so it's sung the same as row, row, row your boat. I'll start and you can all join in.
I can't wait.
So, la, men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men. Hey, come on. Can I have a little help here?
Oh, come now, ladies. Let's give it a try. Use your pillows. Come on. Got it? Okay. Go on.
Okay. Men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men are dogs set, but it is true. You meet 'em, you date 'em, you love 'em, you hate 'em. What are we to do? Men are dogs set, but...
That's enough, ladies. Mr. Rumson has arrived.
Hi, Dr. Monahan. Is this the group?
This is it. Ladies, I'd like you to meet Tony Rumson. He's the person I told you about who's going to participate with our group tonight.
Seem a little hostile, don't they?
Nonsense, no. They just need to warm up to you. Now, group, let's continue the role-playing therapy. Now, in this first scene, we're going to deal with a couple who have been dating for 3 months. And they're now having a nice dinner out at a casual dining establishment. Madeline.
Yeah.
I'd like you to play opposite Mr. Rumson. Now, let's get everything set up.
All right.
Cheers.
Fine. You guys need a hand? Anything?
You got computers? No, give me a shout and I'll give you some instructions, okay?
Okay, hey, I'm Tony.
You sit there.
Oh, now, who wants to play the waitress?
I will.
Oh, okay. Alison's the waitress. Let's begin.
Hey, but what do I do?
Oh, you just act like you normally would if you've been dating someone for 3 months.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need a little more anatomy. And how do we meet? Do we sleep together?
Oh, pig.
Have you ever dated someone for 3 months and not slept with her, Mr. Rumson?
Okay, I get your point. Right. Anyway, nice place, right, babe?
Compared to what? Well, what should I expect after 3 months? Do you remember our first date? You took me to dinner and a show. You bought me flowers and candy, and now 3 short months later, this done.
Hey, what is this?
It's just therapy, Mr. Rumson. Just go with the flow.
Whatever you say. Hey, this place ain't so bad, babe. Let's order something. Waitress?
Oh my God.
How romantic. Always thinking of your stomach.
Hi, I'm Alison, your waitress. Do you like to look at a menu, or do you just want to see the specials?
Menus, specials, whatever.
Could you just bring us some water for the time being? I think he needs to cool off.
Sure thing, sweetie. Oh
Take
my.
a picture next time.
Hey, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
I saw the way you were coming on to her.
I didn't say 2 words.
Would you like to see the specials? What was that all about?
Hey, what do I know? We're here having a nice meal. The waitress comes over, and then all of a sudden, I'm having an affair.
So you are having an affair with her. I knew it. And you tell me tonight of all nights.
Hey, I'm not having an affair with the waitress. One is tonight of all nights.
June 11th. Ring any bells?
Flag Day?
Flag Day.
It's our 3-month anniversary.
It is?
Don't you remember when we met at the tennis mixer?
But I don't even play tennis.
Typical. Then what were you doing at the mixer?
Ah, hell should I know? Probably trying to pick up women.
Oh, jerk. That figures. Typical male. What am I? Just another notch on your bedpost till you sucker the next unsuspecting female?
Hey, just calm down a second, would you, baby?
Oh, don't you baby me. This ain't the first time I've caught you looking at another woman.
Okay, this is getting a little bit out of hand.
Here's your water, Tiger. Still on for next week, baby?
You two-timing bastard!
Yes, Madeline! You get him, girl!
That's it. I've had enough.
Oh, Tony. Tony,
Needs a
look,
bigger glass.
you're not going to let a little water discourage you, are you? Here, let me wipe that off for you. Just... Now, just remember how much I'm paying you.
All right, I'll stay.
Great. Okay, next vignette. Let me see. Aha, Loretta.
Oh.
Yes,
Loretta.
get it. Now, you two have been married for 10 years, and you're now having a nice quiet evening sitting at home watching the TV. Okay?
Hey, ladies first.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not watching football again. Desperate Housewives is on.
It's a rerun.
I don't care. Give me that remote.
Hey, take it.
So, anything interesting happened down at the station house lately?
I'm a cop.
No, you're a brain surgeon. Of course you're a cop. What, you got amnesia or something?
I don't know anymore.
Well, you must have amnesia because you're forgetting to hide the love letters from your girlfriends.
Oh, my God.
Hey, what letters? What girlfriend?
Oh, don't try to wheeze your way out of this one, you son of a bitch.
Yes, Loretta, you get it, girl.
That's
Get
it. This is ridiculous.
Here, I'll read it to you. My dearest, dearest darling, I can't wait till we're together again. Oh, I know you can't stand living with that shrew one more moment.
Hey, this and you.
Get him, Loretta.
Totally ridiculous.
Shrew am I? I'll show you who's a shrew, you crazy! I want you out of
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. That's my job.
That's it. Money or no money, I'm out of here.
Oh no, wait, Tony, don't leave. We haven't finished the session yet. Oh, okay, you go ahead and run then. Typical man. Yeah, Jane, Madeline. Sure. You know, the minute things start to get a little tough, they leave you flat.
I didn't even get to go yet, Doc.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. You know, you can go first next time. Oh, now, ladies, doesn't everyone feel better?
Yes, Dr. Monahan.
I know I do.
most important part of therapy is coming to grips with your past relationships. Now, it's been a while since you dated anyone, and we have to reconcile why you're having this apprehension about starting a new relationship.
I understand, Dr. Monahan. I just don't know why I'm so afraid to date.
Well, tell me about your last relationship. It was how long ago?
2 years.
Okay, so it's been 2 years since you've been with a man.
You're just talking about men? Make it 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I didn't realize.
It's all right. We were both drunk and lonely, and I shouldn't even count it.
Okay, let's confine this to your relationship with men then, shall we?
Yeah, just men. That sounds better.
Fine. Now, 5 years ago, you dated a man named
Floyd.
Floyd. Okay, tell me about Floyd.
Oh, he was exciting and mysterious.
What happened? Did he mistreat you, ignore you?
Oh, no. Floyd was the most wonderful, attentive, passionate man that I've ever met.
You caught him cheating on you then?
Floyd? No, he wasn't the type. And besides, he was crazy about me. The times I spent with him were the best memories of my life.
I don't see what the problem was.
Well, that's just it, Doctor. I had wonderful times when I was with him. But, after a while, I was hardly ever with him.
Well, why not?
I guess it's because I was working days and he was working mostly nights.
Well, lots of couples work different shifts and still manage to maintain a healthy relationship. In fact, because they have such limited time together, it makes the time they do spend together more special.
Yeah, and that's how it was for us.
What business was he in?
Banking.
Come on, Jane, you're an intelligent woman. You know bankers work 9 to 5. He was a banker who worked nights. What really happened?
Well, as it turns out, I found out later that the reason he was working nights is because he was robbing the banks.
You were dating a bank robber and you didn't know it?
Well, he was very close-mouthed about his work. I would ask him how his night was, and he would just say, profitable.
Oh. So what happened to him?
Well, that's just it, Doctor. If I'd stayed with him, I'd have the perfect relationship because I'd know where my guy was the whole time.
He's in jail, isn't he?
2 to 6 in Leavenworth.
Yep.
But he'll be out with good behavior in 6 months. Hey, maybe I should start things up with him again.
You're not serious, are you?
Why not? He didn't drink or smoke or do drugs. He was in great shape, and he was terrific in the sack.
And I imagine he was a good provider.
Yeah, that too.
Still, I think you better put that relationship to rest and try to move on now.
I guess you're right, Doctor.
Oh, time's up, Jane. I'll see you tonight in group.
Are we doing the role play again?
Oh, well, I don't think Mr. Rumson will be coming back. And unless I can find a replacement for him. But where am I going to find someone on such short notice?
Hello, Dr. Monahan.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're with someone. I'll come back
No,
later.
that's quite all right. Jane was just leaving.
You think he could take a punch?
Goodbye, Jane. I'll see you tonight.
All right, I'm going. See you later.
Is that package for me?
Oh, yes it is, Dr. Monahan.
Why don't you sit down for a second? You must get tired delivering all those packages.
Thanks. I could use a little break. Aren't you going to open your package?
Not right now. Bob, I wanted to ask you something, but I don't want to seem too forward.
Please, be as forward as you like.
Are you busy tonight?
Not especially. What you have in mind?
Tell me, were you athletic in school?
This is certainly getting interesting. As a matter of fact, I played ice hockey and ran track in college.
Ice hockey, huh? That's a pretty physical sport. You must be able to take a little punishment then, huh, Bob?
Yeah, I've been rolled around a bit. So, what you have in mind? Maybe a movie, a few drinks, and then back to my place?
Well, I really think I could use your services tonight.
But Cecelia, I hardly know you. What the hell? What time tonight? Should I bring the wine?
7:30, and you can skip the wine. And Bob?
Yes, Cecelia?
I pay $60 an hour.
You're going to pay me? Yeah. I don't know if I like that idea. But hey, if it makes you feel better.
Bob, pay attention for a second. I'm paying you to help me with the women in my group.
Group? How many are in it?
4.
I don't know. 2's usually my limit, but maybe if I go home, take a nap for an hour, drink a Red Bull.
Bob, you don't understand. This is therapy.
Hey, call it whatever the hell you want. You might need a bigger couch, though.
Not sexual therapy, Bob. Just plain old therapy. Group therapy. Now, are you game? You know, you'd really be helping me out a lot.
Hey, Cecelia, if I'm helping you out in any way, I'll be happy to do it.
Excellent. I'll see you tonight then.
Tonight it is. Tonight it is.
Cecelia, I can't believe you tricked that poor man into helping you with your group.
Mother, have you been eavesdropping on my private conversations?
I was doing laundry.
Then how are you privy to my conversations?
The vent in the corner of your office connects to the laundry room.
Well, isn't that a nice revelation? And for your information, I did not trick Bob into helping me. He was happy to do it.
Well, you know why, don't you?
Probably for the money like all the rest.
Nonsense. He's doing it because he's attracted to you.
That's absurd.
It's true.
How would you know?
Just a mother's intuition.
Just what did you and Bob talk about the other day, Mother?
Just casual conversation. Say, Cecelia, did you ever find that sherry in here?
Stop trying to change the subject, Mother. Now, what happened with you and Bob?
We just talked. Nothing personal. Well, maybe I mentioned what a bum your father was, but other than that...
You had no right talking about private family matters with a complete stranger, Mother.
Why not? You do it all the time.
Yeah, that's different and you know it.
Why?
Because I get paid to do it, that's why. Now, if you don't mind, I am very busy.
All right, I'm going.
And one more thing, Mother.
What's that?
I want you to promise me you'll stop eavesdropping on my private conversations.
Starting when?
Starting now, Mother.
All right, all right. It's not as if I'll ever hear a better story than the woman that was dating the bank robber anyway.
Mother!
But I want you to make me a promise too, Cecelia.
What's that?
Well, since you're not going to call the dentist, promise me you'll give that Bob a fair chance. He seems like a decent guy.
Oh, I'll give it some thought.
Coming from you, that's practically a concession.
Anyway, I have some errands to run before this evening's session.
All right. Do you mind if I have a look around here one more time for that sherry?
Go ahead. But stay away from my files. I don't want my privacy invaded again. And I'm going to ask you to stop doing the laundry during business hours.
Well, when would you like me to do it? At midnight?
Oh, tell me something. Why doesn't the noise from the washing machine cover up my conversation?
Oh, it does, but when I'm first in there loading the machine and I hear something a little juicy, I just load a little slower.
Well, I'm putting you on your honor to load a little faster. I'll see you later.
Oh, by the way, honey, do you mind if we skip breakfast tomorrow? I might not be home.
Really? Where will you be?
I've got a date tonight.
A date? With whom?
Angelo, the fella from cooking class I was telling you about. I'm baking a special dessert that I'm taking over to him. Then he's taking me out to dinner and then back to his place for dessert. And if I read things right, well, you never know. Carpe diem.
Mother, don't tell me you're the dessert. And on the first date? Thought you told me you were too old.
Hey, when you get to be my age, you don't wait around to be pinned at the debutante ball. If the mood strikes you, bingo.
Bingo?
Bingo.
Well, I have to get going, but we'll talk more about bingo when I get home.
B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo was his name, oh.
Uh-huh. Really? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, go on. What is it? No, Paula. Valium is not a substitute for therapy. Who told you that? Mom. Look, sis. How about she comes to live with you for a while? Well, why not? Paula, you've been painting that spare room ever since she moved in with me. No, I haven't called that dentist yet, and stop changing the subject. You're as bad as Mom.
Who's that, Cecelia?
Oh, your other daughter.
Oh, you mean the one that never invites me to stay overnight?
Hello? Paula? Are you still there? Oh, well, that did it. She hung up.
Ah, the truth hurts. I think she should be your patient.
Oh, speaking of which, they'll be arriving shortly, and I have to get ready.
And I have to finish getting ready for my date with Angelo.
You're gonna look very pretty, but I want you to be careful. Did you give any more thoughts of what we discussed?
Regarding?
Bingo.
Yes, I did. And I think you're absolutely right. After all, it is only our first date. I'll make him wait a day.
Oh, why do I bother?
Honestly, Cecelia, for the life of me, I don't know why you don't try dating.
Oh, look, there you go again. Believe me, dating is no panacea. I get more pleasure curled up with a good book than I would wasting my time playing What's Your Sign with some obnoxious cad and probably one thing on his mind.
Well, if you had the right equipment.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, take Angelo, for instance. When he took off his apron in cooking class, I noticed he had a pretty big spatula.
So he has a big penis. So what? That's not the be-all and ends-all of what makes a man.
No, but it helps. But I suppose it means nothing to you with your highfalutin college degrees. You must be operating on a much higher plane than us common folk.
Is that what you think, Mom? Well, that's where you're wrong. I'd like a man with a big penis as much as the next girl. In fact, I'd love a man with a big penis. A nice, intelligent, sensitive, gentle man with a big penis. Dear God, please deliver me a man with a big penis.
Looks like your friend's been answered.
Bob, you're early.
Judging from the conversation, I'd say I got here just in time.
Hi, Bob. I was just leaving before the patients get here. Remember, carpe diem.
Thanks for agreeing to help out.
My pleasure.
The other group members will be here shortly, but would you excuse me for a second while I go freshen up?
Not a problem. Do you mind if I use your phone and make a quick call? The battery on my cell phone died.
No, go ahead. I'll be right back.
Meow. Meow. Are you there, kitty? It's Daddy. Meow. Meow, meow. I'll be over to play with you later. Goodbye, kitty. Meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Who's
Meow.
kidding?
Oh, that's my cat. She gets lonely when I'm not there, so I like to call my answering machine and talk to her.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, Madeline, Jane, I'd like you to meet Bob Crowley.
We already met.
Bob's going to be helping out with group tonight.
Let's hope he's tougher than the last guy.
What does she mean?
Just pay no attention.
Hi, everybody. I'm here.
Oh, Alison, I'd like you to meet our new assistant. This is Robert Crowley.
What? Robert?
Yeah.
Just call me Bob.
No, Bob. Bob, did you say? Don't I know you from somewhere? Bob.
Yeah, we met the other day. I was leaving as you were coming.
That's right. I remember you now. Bob. Of course, I didn't know your name then. Bob. But I certainly noticed your thick head of hair.
Really?
I have my own salon, you know. Hair Apparent.
Heir apparent. Clever name.
If you say so. You should drop by for a cut sometime.
I think Bob needs to prepare for our session now, Alison.
Sorry I'm late, gang. They're having a Hawaiian singles luau down at the Holiday Inn. It's a real hoot. They've got a hollow log drum, a roast pig, and everything. I was chatting with the ukulele player on a break, and guess what his job is when he's not playing in the band?
A cop.
You got it. I'm going back after tonight's group session. You guys should join me.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, hi. I'm Loretta.
He's Bob.
Yeah, I'm Bob. Pleased to meet you.
Well, now that we're all acquainted, I think we should get started with the session and get, right into the role-playing therapy.
Sounds good to me.
Hi, everyone.
Tony, what are you doing here?
Well, kind of felt bad running out, like that, Dr. Monahan, and I could use the money and... Hey, who's this guy?
He's Bob.
Enough, Alison. Tony, I'm surprised to see you after all you went through.
What did he go through?
Well, call me crazy, but after a while, I was kind of starting to enjoy myself.
Well, since you're here, why don't you sit down and observe? Bob's going to role play with the group tonight.
Whoa, you mean to tell me that this guy is going to role play with them?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man, I gotta see this. You know what? I'm going to help you set up.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Rumson. That'll be great. Now, Bob, you and Jane have been dating for about a year, and she discovers a secret about you.
Sounds great. Let's give it a try.
Start it off, Jane.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
Okay.
You've got this.
Why didn't you tell me that you were a damn bank robber?
Sweetheart, I only kept it a secret from you because I didn't want to hurt you. I told you how I wasn't able to finish college because I had to support my mother and 2 baby sisters after my father died. And you're so precious to me that I just wanted to take you out all the time and buy you nice things.
Oh, Bob.
Don't you see, honey? Without you, my life is meaningless. But if it makes you happy, I'll give up the bank heists and get a good, honest job. One you'd be proud of. Because the only thing that's important to me is your happiness.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, Bob.
It's so beautiful.
Hey, she would have punched me.
Next.
Loretta, front and center. You're at home watching the TV with your husband.
Give me that remote. You're not watching football again.
You're right, honey. How insensitive of me. As a matter of fact, there was a special on public television about how to improve your relationship with your spouse that I was dying to watch with you. I taped it the other night whilst you were sleeping because I didn't want to disturb you. But I'd love it if we could watch it together right now.
You would? Oh, yeah, but what about this love note I found in your jacket from your girlfriend down at the station house?
Yeah, what about that?
Oh, that? You didn't take that seriously, did you? You know the pressure we're under. The boys on the force, we always play practical jokes on each other. We planted that same note on Clancy last week. Now, don't you worry your pretty little head about a thing. You know you're the only perpetrator I want to have handcuffed to me. Don't you, sugar?
Oh, Bob.
Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob.
Mother! Excuse me, everyone.
So now what?
Well, we're supposed to be role-playing. Let's think of something.
Ooh, how about we're couples at a drive-in movie? So, Loretta, you can be Tony's date, and I get to be Bob's date. What about us? Jane, you can be, Madeline, you can be Jane's date.
How did she know? Beats me.
I've got a better idea. Let's skip group tonight and go back to that holiday in Luau.
Yeah.
We'll consider it a field trip. I've got a feeling I'm going to be singing I Want to Go Back to My Little Grass Shack before the night's over.
Sounds good to me. Nope. Not again.
Come on then.
You are coming, aren't you, Bob?
Yeah, but I think I better wait here and explain what happened to Dr. Monahan first. Maybe I'll even invite her to come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed, Bobby.
So, where is everyone?
Well, Cecelia, I'm gonna give it to you straight. They decided they had enough therapy for one evening and headed for the Holiday Inn.
Oh, they walked out on me?
Don't feel so bad. You can still bill them for the session.
Oh, don't you worry, I will.
I'm heading over to the luau too. Care to tag along?
Oh, are you asking me out on a date, Bob?
Well, I guess I am. And be careful how you answer because I'm not very good at taking rejection.
I don't think so.
Ouch! And after what I just told you about taking rejection, what kind of heartless therapist are you?
Gee, I didn't think you were serious.
I wasn't. And even if I was, I don't have a frontal lobe, so I wouldn't remember, would I? So come on, how about it? Should be good for a few laughs. It's a luau. Maybe they'll teach us the hula.
I don't think it'd be right, Bob. I mean, all my patients will be there.
I think it's a good opportunity for you to observe your group in a social setting. You know, see how they interact with the others.
By others, you mean men, right?
You broke the code, Dr. Monahan.
No, I couldn't.
Well, what are you gonna do? Hang around here and watch Love Boat reruns with Rose all night?
I just don't think it'd be right, Bob.
Okay, but you're missing out on a great time. Guess I'll just have to dance with Alison all night.
You mean the father figure poster child?
The very same. A few twirls around the dance floor and she'll be mine.
And just where did you learn how to dance?
Same place as everybody else, watching John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, very impressive. But I'm still not going.
You sure now? You'd rather stay home than eat roast pig, drink exotic frozen cocktails, and dance the hula with a bunch of crazy singles?
I think so.
Cecelia, would you like to help me blowtorch the creme brulee?
I'll get my jacket.
Tiny bubbles in the wine. Tiny bubbles make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles. Hey, how does the rest of that Cecelia go, son?
What?
I mean, how does the rest of that song go, Cecelia?
Beats the hell out of me.
Tiny bubbles in the wine. Tiny bubbles make me feel fine. Wait. I'm tired of that one. Let's sing another.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, yeah.
I forgot it.
Oh, Bobby. I learned a new one the other day in group.
No kidding. The Glory Girls taught you a song? What's it called?
Get this, Bobby. It's called Men Are Dogs. Is that a hoot or what?
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Bobby. So, do you want to hear it?
Hear what?
Oh, the song I learned from the Glory Girls.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Okay. You start it and I'll join in. No, that's not right. You start it and I'll join in.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I will. Men are dogs, this is what I mean. Blah, 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 blah. Life is but a dream. You gotta sing with me now.
Okay.
Ready?
Men are dogs. Da-da-da-da-da.
We have to be quiet. Rose is sleeping.
Rose is sleeping?
Well, she better be. Hey, Bobby. We had a lot of fun tonight. You know, for a guy with no frontal lobe, you're all right.
Yeah. Thanks, Cecelia.
You like me, don't you, Bobby?
Well, yeah, I guess I do. So, oh, that reminds me. Did you open it yet?
Open what?
The package I delivered to you.
No, it's sat on a table in my room. Why?
It's a surprise.
It is? How would you know?
I know, because I heard you like surprises.
Did you send that package to me, Bobby?
Sure did.
But why?
I told you, because I heard you like surprises.
Oh, well, aren't you the charmer, Bobby?
You know something? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I didn't always do this job.
No kidding.
No, Siri Marie. I was the editor of the college newspaper.
You wanted to be a writer?
Even better, a playwright, you bet. And I wrote some, too. Even got me one produced upstate, but, the powers that be got me, Cecelia.
Oh, I hate them. Who were they?
They weren't a who. They were a they. Everyone. My parents. My siblings. My brothers and sisters.
So what'd you do?
I got a job as a school teacher.
You were a teacher, Bobby?
You were. So was I.
No kidding. What subject did you teach?
American history.
Oh, that's how you knew about the Native Americans, isn't it?
That's right. All I wanted to do was teach history and write plays. Now, where's the harm in that?
Exactly.
But then the powers that be got me, Cecelia. So, did you always want to be a psychologist? A psychometrist? A shrink?
Heck no.
You didn't? So what'd you always want to be?
Do you really want to know?
Sure do.
A playwright.
Oh, you're just fooling me, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm just fooling you, Bobby.
Oh, come on. Tell me, Cecelia, in your heart of hearts, what do you always want to be?
Oh, promise you won't laugh.
Cross my heart.
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a dancer.
I knew you liked to dance. You got a mean rug of that luau. How'd you learn how to dance so good?
Well, when I was a little girl and my daddy would come home early from a gig, he would always take my hands and then he would put my feet up on his feet and we would dance and dance and dance. And ever since then, I knew I wanted to be a dancer.
But if you always wanted to be a dancer, then why didn't you become one?
I wasn't good enough.
Oh, I get it. The powers that be, right?
No, I just wasn't good enough.
Well, even if you didn't open it, I hope you like that I bought you a surprise.
Oh, I do. And guess what, Barbie? I've got a surprise for you too.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Woo! Surprise!
Hello? I don't know. There's no one here. What's that? You have anxiety? Well, how should I know? Take a Valium. Huh? You did already? Well, I don't know. You'll have to call back later. I need an aspirin. She's a doctor. She must have an aspirin around here somewhere.
So, you're up, Sleeping Beauty?
Well, my body is, but I think my head is stuck inside a bass drum.
Oh, here. Mwah. Does that feel any better?
A little.
I opened your present last night. I'm flattered that you tried to impress me.
Did you like it?
It was very thoughtful. Didn't know they still made lava lamps.
Isn't it neat? I found it at a novelty shop upstate last week.
What were you doing upstate?
Oh, visiting a relative. Hey, Cecelia, last night, did we...
Did we get horizontal?
Well, yeah.
For a little while, but nothing happened. You passed out.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, there's always this weekend.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your head still hurts, huh?
Yeah, do you have an aspirin?
Oh, you just need to know where to look. Mother keeps the medicine on a high shelf in the laundry room. Oh, would you mind getting that and just take a message?
Hello, Dr. Monahan's office. Kitty? Is that you? This is a real bad time, babe. Hey, how'd you get this number? The caller ID? Damn. No, I wasn't cursing at you, babe. This is one of the stops on my route. Yeah. Of course I love you, baby. Look, I really have to go. I'll see you Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Kiss the kids for me, huh? Bye.
Bobby, sweetie, does your head still hurt?
It hurts bad, baby.
Oh, well, the doctor's got a homemade remedy that's gonna fix you right up. Now you just close your eyes and I'm gonna deliver it personally.
Now there's a switch. You're gonna deliver something to me for a change.
Are you ready, baby?
I'm ready, baby. Lay it on me. What the hell do you call this remedy?
A new frontal lobe. Kitty!
What do you have? Super hearing?
No, just a nosy mother with a pipeline to the laundry room.
You know, there's a good explanation for this.
Save it, pal. We're both too old for games. You know, you told me you were single.
I told you I didn't have a girlfriend.
Well, you also told me you were divorced.
I am. From my first wife.
You have a second wife?
We're separated.
Since when?
Since I took this job and had to move down from upstate. Now I only come back every Wednesday and Sunday.
Just answer me one question. Why? Why go through the trouble, the charade?
Because I liked you.
And you don't like your wife and kids?
Of course I do. I guess I'm just,
A commitment-phobic infidel?
That's kind of a harsh way to put it.
Figures. You're just a creep like the rest of them.
Well, what's your problem, Doc? Nothing happened. We, had a little harmless fun and you're acting out like it's a love story. We didn't even sleep together.
No, but we easily could have. Or are you going to tell me you'd have been noble enough to contain yourself? What is it with you guys? What makes you think you can just use women like dish rags?
Contain myself. You kissed me first, remember?
Oh,
And I didn't use you, Cecelia. It's not always about women. Maybe men have too much emotional baggage, or are scared, or just been in a relationship one too many times.
well, at least you didn't blame your mother. Now I think you ought to leave. Unless there are any more games you want to play.
I'm playing games. And what about you? Isn't that what you do when you role play in therapy? You're just upset because I know how to play the game so well. It's what relationships are all about. You women are conditioned to have a perception of what the perfect man should be, and the guy who plays the part best wins the prize. Well, I've got news for you, Doctor. No man can live up to those ideals for very long. There's no such thing as a knight in shining armor who's gonna whisk you away to a castle and take care of you the rest of your life. Everyone's got to look after themselves. You of all people should know that.
Oh, I know that all too well. Relationships are work. Hard work. But what does that mean to a player like you?
Well, at least I'm in the game. I'm not running off to my room to bury myself in a manuscript. God, Cecelia, even your patients, with all their miserable experiences, still put themselves out there.
You are in no position to make judgments about my patients or me.
Look, I know there was something between us.
Oh, whatever it is you think you know is based on a lie, Bob. Because everything about you is a lie. There is nothing between us. Now, if you don't mind.
So I guess sex this weekend is out of the question, huh?
Get out and don't come back. You heard, Mom?
I did, honey, and I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not. Better that I find out right away.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he kind of charmed me a little too.
It doesn't make me feel any better, but thanks.
Oh, what's the matter, honey? You hardly knew the man.
It's not him, Mom. It's just...
What, sweetie?
It's just that... Oh, there is something terribly wrong, Mom, with me, with my life.
What could be wrong, honey? You have a great career, money. I just don't understand why you're so upset.
There's just something missing, Mom. I don't know. I can't explain it. I find it hard to express it. Can you believe that? Me, the therapist, the one who's supposed to have all the answers.
Nobody has all the answers, honey. You're a human being.
But they want me to, Mom. These women, they come to me with this expectation that what I say will cure their loneliness. Like I have a magic wand I can wave that'll make all their pain disappear. Well, I am not their fairy godmother.
Of course you're not, Cecelia, and that's not your job. You're just there to help them cope with their relationship problems, that's all.
Help them cope. That's a laugh. If they knew, if they only knew.
Knew what, sweetie?
That I'm as lonely as they are, Mom.
I know, honey, and I'm sorry.
Since Ted died, I just haven't been able to... Oh, Mom, we were so right for each other, always on the same wavelength. And to have him taken from me so suddenly...
Your father left me after only 3 years of marriage, honey, and I managed okay.
Well, that's different, Mom. You could have reconciled with Daddy, made a go of things. What choice did I have?
Is that what you think, Cecelia, that I had a choice? You think it was easier for me because your father didn't die?
Well, maybe...
But at least you had closure, and you know your husband really loved you.
Well, maybe if you'd been more supportive of him.
Supportive of him? Just listen to yourself, Cecelia. He had 2 little girls here. This is where he should have been, supporting us. But he made his choice. He lived his life. And now you have to bury the past and start living yours.
Well, how do I do that, Mom?
Persevere, Cecelia. If you want anything in life, you have to persevere. It's how you became a therapist, isn't it? You say you're lonely. Well, go on the internet and meet men. Date 1 a month until you find a good one.
Funny that you're the one giving me advice on relationships.
Sometimes, no matter how much you think you know, you have to hear it from someone else. Take control of your life, Cecelia. Isn't that what you tell your patients? Be proactive. Unless you expect Prince Charming to just come waltzing through the door.
No, I guess not.
So, what are you going to do now, Cecelia?
Persevere, Mom. Persevere.
Well, I've got laundry to do, sweetie.
Hi, Paula. Okay, text me his number. Yes, the dentist. Yes. I'll let you know how it goes. Hello, Dr. Stephen Campbell? Dr. Cecelia Monahan? Yeah, that's right. Good, thanks. And you? Yeah, my sister thought it'd be a good idea if we got together. Really? Yeah, me too. A motorcycle! How exciting. And a brand new Porsche. Yeah. Listen, Stephen, do you mind if we drop the pretense? My sister says you're a nice person, and I think I'm a nice person too. Why don't we just meet for a cup of coffee and see how things go? Yeah, a walk in the park sounds nice. Roller skating? I don't know, maybe. Can you hold on for a second? Who is it?
Tony Rumson.
Come in.
Oh, Dr. Monahan.
Tony,
You
what's...
gotta help me.
What's wrong?
I got a big problem.
Oh, I'm on a call, Tony. What is it?
Well, as you know, last night I went out with the group. We went dancing, had a few drinks. I think you left by that point. Anyway, one thing led to another, and God!
Tony, what's the problem?
Get back here, lover boy. You're not getting rid of me that easy.
Oh, that's the problem, Doc. Come on, you gotta help me. I'll do anything. I bruise like a banana, Doc. You please. Ah, not the cuffs, Doc.
And the rubber hose.
God, we got a safe word. What is it? Kumquat. Kumquat. Hey, get off that.
See you next week for group, Loretta. And, bring Mr. Rumson with you. Sorry about that, Stephen. Patient emergency. You know how that is. Can you hold on for one more second? Are you getting this, Mother? Listen up. So, you were saying something about a walk in the park on Saturday? Just dress casually. Sounds perfect. It's a date.
Carpe diem.
Men Are Dogs was brought to you by Players Dramatic Society. Starring Matt Powell as Tony Rumson, Sarah Howsam as Loretta Morris, guest starring Mary Ellis as Madeline Weinberg. Introducing Libby Burke as Jane Rudolph, with Amy Butler as Alison Taylor, Sue Hinde as Rose Monahan, with Robert Derry as Bob Crowley, and Charlotte Durham as Cecelia Monahan. Written by Joe Simonelli, directed by Mark Bennett, continuity Merle Goodwin, lights and sound David Albert, props and verse Rebecca Pearson, Bruce Taylor, scenery Sophie Billington, set construction Ian Wilkinson and team stage manager Ian Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Men Are Dogs.